Isn't this a universal struggle? Many of us grapple with deciding what to do on this planet we call Earth. We are born, attend school, choose a major, secure a job, find a partner, have children, possibly travel, and then what? What is our true purpose in this world? Previously, life seemed to follow a definite script. If you were born into a peasant family, your life revolved around farming and nurturing your family. If you were a soldier, your role was to defend your territory. Everyone had a distinct role with clear expectations. While it may not have always been easy, there was clarity. Going even further back, let's consider the thoughts of philosophers who pondered these profound life questions. Take the Stoics, for instance. Marcus Aurelius believed that we must accept what nature provides when it provides it. This implies that life is not about strictly adhering to a societal blueprint, but about understanding and fulfilling the roles that nature dictates at the necessary moments. Historically, societal needs dictated life roles, and people had a clearer identity because those roles were all they knew. Deviating from these roles was not only unconventional but also unthinkable. Today, we are fortunate not to be constrained by such rigid societal roles. We have the freedom to explore what life really should mean to us. It can be overwhelming with infinite possibilities, but remember, it is a task that is uniquely ours to define, not a preordained path. Indeed, the landscape has evolved. While we still need soldiers and farmers, it seems everyone is being pushed toward becoming lawyers, doctors, or, for the younger generation, TikTokers or YouTubers. The spectrum of acceptable careers has not only shifted but has both narrowed and expanded in various ways. In this rush, it feels like we have lost the depth in our existence. We all chase what appears glamorous or promises the fastest route to wealth and fame. But what about passion? What about fulfillment? These crucial elements often go overlooked as we treat life like a checklist: get the degree, land the job, make the money. Through this process, we have drifted from recognizing life as the incredible gift that it is. Ancient philosophers often described life as a divine blessing, something to be cherished and deeply pondered. For instance, Socrates famously declared that the unexamined life is not worth living, indicating that life should be appreciated as a profound journey, not just a series of tasks to complete. Today, our connection to these deeper values is fading. We are so focused on what we are supposed to achieve that we often forget to pause and reflect on why we are doing it in the first place. This disconnection is why many of us feel lost, struggling to find a purpose that resonates on a personal, soulful level. Despite being equipped with more tools and opportunities than ever before, we find ourselves searching for what truly makes life worth living. As we delve deeper into the whirlpool of modern life, we cannot ignore the giant, flashy elephant in the room: social media. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have transformed how we interact, perceive ourselves, and shape our aspirations. It's no longer just about sharing moments, it's about curating a highlight reel of our lives that makes even the most fantastic movies seem mundane by comparison. This constant stream of perfect moments from influencers and peers has established an unrealistic benchmark for success and happiness. Everyone seems to be on an exotic vacation, landing dream jobs straight out of college, or living a lifestyle that screams luxury. And there you are, scrolling through your feed in your pajamas, wondering why your ordinary day feels so mundane. The problem isn't just that these highlights are being shown, it's that we start believing they represent the entire story. We compare our behind-the-scenes mess, filled with doubts and microwave dinners, to someone else's polished snapshot of life. This comparison is damaging because it distorts our perception of reality, leading us to value superficial markers of success over genuine happiness and fulfillment. What's worse, this social media illusion can leave us feeling inadequate, thinking we're the only ones not living the dream. In reality, everyone else is likely just as embroiled in the mundane and messy parts of life as we are. This disconnection numbs us to our worth and potential, making us feel disconnected from our own stories and unsure of our paths. While social media can be a fantastic tool for connection and inspiration, it has also played a pivotal role in muddying the waters of self-perception and purpose. It's crucial to remember that life isn't meant to be a competition of highlights but a personal journey of highs, lows, and everything in between. So how do we cut through the noise and find our true purpose amid all this social media chaos and life's expectations? It's about getting back to basics and reconnecting with what really matters. Amidst the chaos of social media and societal expectations, the path to finding our true purpose lies in reconnecting with ourselves. The Stoics understood this well. They advocated focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wisely advised that very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This means finding satisfaction in our actions and choices rather than seeking external validation. Then there's the timeless wisdom in religious texts like the Bible, which offers insights into leading a purposeful life. Proverbs 19:21 states, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but the Lord's purpose prevails." This suggests a shift from trying to control every aspect of our lives to understanding the bigger picture and aligning with greater values. How can we apply these ancient wisdoms today? Start by taking some time each day to disconnect from digital distractions and reflect. Whether through journaling, meditation, or prayer, find a quiet moment to ask yourself the big questions: what am I passionate about? What brings me joy? What am I good at? What does the world need from me? Next, try to implement what author Stephen Covey famously recommended in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Begin with the end in mind. This means setting clear personal goals based on your values and what you want to be remembered for, rather than what gets the most likes or shares. Remember, finding your purpose isn't a one-time event, it's a journey. It requires patience, introspection, and sometimes the courage to go against the grain. By silencing the crowd and focusing on what truly resonates with your core, you'll see the path ahead more clearly. This isn't about rejecting the modern world, but navigating it with wisdom and authenticity. If you're feeling lost, sometimes the best thing you can do is take a step back and spend some time alone. It's not about isolation, it's about giving yourself the space to listen to your thoughts away from the noise of everyday life. Philosophers across the ages, from Stoics like Marcus Aurelius to warriors like Miyamoto Musashi, have emphasized the importance of self-reflection. In his personal writings, Marcus Aurelius repeatedly addressed the value of knowing oneself, remarking, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say," and think this was a reminder to focus on the essentials and understand the transient nature of life. Musashi similarly wrote about the need to know the way broadly. He meant that to master anything, you first need to understand it deeply, including understanding yourself. He believed that self-awareness was crucial in the path to mastery and purpose. So how does this advice help us understand life better? By spending time with ourselves, we can strip away what we've been told to want or to be, and instead discover what moves us. This solitude allows us to hear our thoughts without interference and understand our genuine passions, fears, and dreams. Start with simple steps. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sitting quietly without distractions. Reflect on your day, your feelings, and your goals. Ask yourself if you're on the path you want to be on. If not, consider what might need to change. Over time, this practice can lead to profound insights and more straightforward decision-making. Remember, understanding life starts with understanding yourself, and sometimes that understanding can only come when you pause and give yourself the space to explore your inner landscape. It's not about finding quick answers, but being okay with the questions and waiting until the answers come. Life isn't always a smooth ride, and sometimes, believe it or not, we're the ones making it more challenging than it needs to be. It's easy to blame life for being unfair or not making sense, but often we haven't looked in the mirror first. It's about understanding who you are and aligning your expectations with reality. For instance, if you're 56 and dreaming of an NBA career, you've got to be realistic about what's within your reach and what isn't. Or, if your reflexes aren't lightning fast, maybe aiming to be a professional esports player isn't your best bet. It's not about giving up on dreams, but adapting them to fit who you are and what you can realistically achieve. This ties back to what we discussed about knowing yourself. Before you blame life for your hardships, look hard at your aspirations, abilities, and approach. Are they in sync? As the famous philosopher Socrates once said, "Know thyself." Understanding your nature, strengths, and limitations is the first step towards a fulfilling life that feels more within your control. As for me, I put God first. That's my purpose, and everything flows from that. It's that simple for me. For you, finding that purpose might be a bit more complicated, and you might need more time to figure it all out, and that's perfectly okay. Everyone's journey is different, and each path to understanding life and oneself is unique. Our chat today has given you some food for thought and helped you understand more about yourself and how you can align your life with your true potential. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel, and if you want to support us further, consider becoming a member for some exclusive perks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers, and remember, sometimes the best way to make life easier is simply by understanding yourself better.